Ever felt like life's a roller coaster and you're just hanging on? What if I told you there's an ancient philosophy that could not only make you enjoy the ride, but also turn you into the one running the show? Buckle up, because we're about to unleash the secrets of Stoicism, the ultimate life hack for resilience, tranquility, and unshakable virtue. Ready to transform your life? Let's dive into the epic journey of Stoicism Unleashed. Have you ever wondered how to navigate life's challenges without losing your peace of mind? This is a profound question that applies to every individual, transcending the boundaries of age, culture, and personal circumstances. Life, as we understand it, is a maze, a baffling labyrinth that's constantly evolving and throwing up challenges at every corner. Big or small, these challenges have a way of throwing us off balance, leaving us feeling disoriented, overwhelmed, and with an acute sense of losing control over our destiny. But what if there was a way, a guiding principle, that could help us these seemingly insurmountable trials with grace, resilience, and unwavering tranquility? What if we could turn the tables on these trials and observe them as opportunities rather than obstacles? This is where the ancient philosophy of steps in. Stoicism, a philosophy born in the bustling markets of ancient Greece, furnishes a practical framework for confronting life's challenges. It's not a collection of abstract thoughts confined to the yellowing pages of old books, or theoretical ideas discussed in the secluded corners of ancient libraries. Instead, Stoicism is a dynamic, pragmatic guide for living our lives to the fullest. It offers us a lens through which we can view our life, our trials and tribulations with a renewed perspective. The cornerstone of Stoic philosophy is the idea of focusing on what's within our control and letting go of what's beyond our reach. It's about discerning the difference between situations we can influence and those we cannot. Stoics, like the wise philosopher Epictetus, were firm believers in the power of perspective and rational judgment. They perceived life's trials and tribulations not as burdens or obstacles, but as avenues for self-growth and personal transformation. A setback, through the Stoic's eye, is not a hindrance but a chance to practice patience, resilience, and courage. An unforeseen change is not a threat, but an invitation to demonstrate flexibility and adaptability. Stoicism encourages us to view every impediment as a stepping stone towards our personal, you might ask, why is Stoicism relevant in today's world? Why should we care about a philosophy born thousands of years ago? Well, despite the thousands of years that separate us from the ancient Stoics, human nature remains fundamentally the same. We still yearn for happiness, we still face disappointment, and we still grapple with the uncertainties of life. Stoicism, with its timeless wisdom, is as applicable now as it was then. It equips us with the mental toolkit necessary to maintain our calm amidst the storm, to find joy in simplicity, and to cultivate a rich and fulfilling inner life, regardless of our external circumstances. As we traverse the unpredictable terrain of life, it's essential to remember the Stoics' guiding principle. It's not the events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. It's our interpretation of events that often causes us distress, not the events themselves. By shifting our perspective, by viewing every challenge as an opportunity, we can transform our experience of life. So, as we navigate through the tumultuous seas of life, always remember that Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, might just be the compass you need to find your way. It encourages us to view trials not as burdens, but as opportunities for growth. It asks us to confront our challenges head-on, with resilience and grace. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, might just be the compass you need to navigate the rough seas of life. So, what exactly is Stoicism? This question takes us back to an ancient philosophy that has been present in human consciousness for over 2 millennia. Stoicism, a term that might be unfamiliar to some, is an old yet vibrantly alive thought process that continues to resonate with modern society with great relevance. Stoicism, in its purest form, is a web of personal ethics. It is a compass guiding us towards a state of tranquility and peace that appears elusive in the hustle and bustle of contemporary existence. The roots of Stoicism can be traced back to the vibrant markets of Athens, the cultural and intellectual heart of ancient Greece. It was here that this philosophy was brought to life by a profound thinker and philosopher named Zeno. Zeno was a man deeply in tune with the rhythms of nature and the universe. He nurtured the belief that the pinnacle of virtue is to live in harmony with nature. He championed the acceptance of the world as it is, stripped of our personal biases, wishes, or prejudices. This acceptance, he proposed, was the key to unlocking the door to an enriching and fulfilling life. According to Stoicism, the highest form of good is virtue, the intrinsic goodness within each human being. It propagates the idea that the most satisfying life is one lived in virtue, a life that resonates with reason, justice, courage, and self-control. These aren't just abstract, elusive concepts floating in the ether of philosophy. These are tangible, practical tools that can guide us as we navigate through the labyrinth of life's complexities. In the kaleidoscopic perspective of Stoicism, the world is a place of uncertainty and unpredictability. It acknowledges the harsh yet liberating truth that elements of our existence often lie beyond the sphere of our control. However, Stoicism does not leave us feeling powerless in the face of these uncontrollable aspects of life. On the contrary, it imbibes us with a sense of empowerment. Stoicism illuminates the fact that while we may not hold the reins to the world around us, we do have control over our responses to it. Our emotions, reactions, and thoughts. These are all realms over which we exercise control. By channeling our focus on these controllable aspects of life, we can attain a state of tranquility, remaining undisturbed by the seesaw of life's fortunes. The philosophy of Stoicism places an enormous emphasis on the power and necessity of logic. It implores us to wield the sword of rationality and logic to dissect and understand the world and our role within it. It inspires us to question, to scrutinize, to seek the essence of truth. Stoicism gently nudges us to differentiate between the controllable and the uncontrollable, thus enabling us to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and detachment. However, Stoicism is not a call for emotional suppression. It's not about forcibly squelching our emotions. Instead, Stoicism encourages us to understand our emotions, manage them, and prevent them from ruling over us. It's about striking a delicate balance between accepting life as it is and aspiring for virtue in our actions. In its essence, Stoicism is a philosophy of the practical. It offers us mental tools to grapple with adversity, uncover inner peace, and navigate the journey of life. Is not confined to the musty pages of old books gathering dust on some forgotten library shelf. It's a living, breathing philosophy that thrives in our actions, our decisions, and the life we lead each day. Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it's a way of life. The more we explore Stoicism, the more we realize its potential to influence our perspectives, attitudes, and overall quality of life. It's a testament to the age-old wisdom of our ancestors and their understanding of human nature. As we delve deeper into the heart of Stoicism, we embrace a way of life that allows us to live more mindfully, more resiliently, and more contentedly. But how can Stoicism be applied in our daily life? This question, we often find ourselves asking, can be considered the core of our journey into the depths of Stoicism, its principles, teachings, and ultimately, its practicality. It provides us with a comprehensive blueprint, a guide, if you will, to tackle the hurdles of life with grace, fortitude, and unwavering resilience. The heart of Stoicism is not confined within the bounds of abstract philosophical discourse. Stoicism, in fact, has a profound relevance to our everyday existence. It operates as a practical guide for life. It is an instructive toolkit to navigate the turbulent waters of our daily lives. It goes beyond mere theory, embodying a pragmatic approach that directly affects our lives. Every principle, each teaching, every single nugget of wisdom is crafted meticulously with careful thought and consideration to be applied in the trenches of our daily existence. But the question remains, how can we apply these teachings? We shall embark upon a process of dissection and analysis, breaking it down to its simplest form. First and foremost, Stoicism enlightens us about the importance of acceptance. Life, as we know, is a coaster ride filled with a multitude of events. Some events fill our hearts with joy and happiness, while others may bring pain and grief. The truth is, we don't have control over many of these events, such as the unpredictability of the weather, the frustrating traffic, or the actions and decisions made by others. However, quite often we find ourselves drained and exhausted with incessant over these uncontrollable aspects of life. The Stoic philosophy urges us to accept these uncontrollable circumstances. It's a principle that liberates us from the burdensome shackles of worry and anxiety. Imagine a scenario wherein you're stuck in a traffic jam. You can let your frustration and impatience consume you, or you can take a deep breath and accept the situation for what it is. The traffic isn't going to clear up because you're upset, but your acceptance can create a bubble of calm amidst the chaos. This, my friends, is the power of Stoic acceptance. Following acceptance, Stoicism places a strong emphasis on focused reaction. While we lack control over everything that happens to us, we do have control over our reactions to these. This is the crux of our true power. Stoicism pushes us to respond, not react impulsively to life's peaks and valleys. For instance, consider a negative comment from a colleague. You have no control over their words, but you do hold control over your response. You can choose to feel hurt, or you can choose to brush it off. Stoicism inclines us towards the latter, promoting emotional resilience and strength. The principle of living in the present moment is another key aspect of Stoicism. It recommends embracing the now. The past is but a distant memory, the future a speculation. The present is the only reality that is tangibly within our grasp, so why not immerse ourselves fully in it? When you sip your morning coffee, don't just drink it, taste it. Feel the warmth of the mug in your hands, breathe in the aroma of the brew. This mindfulness, this presence, it's not just calming, it's fulfilling. It's a reminder that joy is not in some distant achievement, but right here, in the present moment. Lastly, Stoicism urges us to live a life of virtue, to be kind, honest, just, and courageous. These virtues are not merely moral choices, they are the key to a fulfilling life. When we choose virtue, we choose inner peace, self-respect, and true happiness. Stoicism, therefore, isn't about enduring hardships with a stiff upper lip. It's about transforming our perspective, our reactions, and our choices. It's about living a life that's not just successful, but also deeply fulfilling and meaningful. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. Remember this mantra as you navigate the highs and lows of your daily life, and watch how it transforms your experience. Still unsure about Stoicism? Let's delve deeper into some real-life examples to explore this ancient philosophy in action. Imagine a world-class athlete, a person who has devoted his every waking moment to training and preparation. He is an embodiment of determination and focus, on the verge of realizing his lifetime dream. He has forfeited countless hours, pushed his physical boundaries to extreme measures, and made numerous sacrifices, all for the love of his sport. However, on the decisive day of the race, the unthinkable happens. He stumbles and falls. His life's dream seems to be slipping through his fingers like sand. Yet in this moment of heartbreaking despair, instead of to his misfortune, he rises. He picks himself up, dusts himself off, and finishes the race with an unwavering smile. He faces the world with courage, announcing, "I didn't lose, I just ran out of time." This is a profound story of resilience, a story that embodies the essence of Stoicism. Then consider the tale of a single mother, a woman of strength and endurance, juggling two demanding jobs while nurturing her children. Every day she confronts life's challenges with a resilient smile, braving the storm of existence without a word of complaint. She grasps that life is a complex maze of trials and tribulations, but firmly believes that she wields the power to determine her response to these adversities. She elects to be a pillar of strength, to exude positivity, to be the rock her children can rely on. Her life is a manifestation of the Stoic principle that we have control over our reactions, not the circumstances life throws at us. Next, envision an entrepreneur who, after years of blood, sweat and tears, witnesses his hard-earned business disintegrate due to an unexpected economic downturn. Instead of wallowing in self-pity or blaming the circumstances, he sees it as a chance to start afresh, to learn from past blunders, and build something superior. He exemplifies the Stoic belief that every setback is an opportunity for growth and development. And let's not forget about the soldier, stationed in a foreign land, confronted with the terrifying realities of war. Amidst the pandemonium and fear, he finds comfort in the teachings of Stoicism. He comprehends that he cannot control the war, but he can command his mind, his reactions. He discovers inner tranquility, not from the external world around him, but from within himself. These narratives are not tales of superheroes or legendary figures. They are stories of ordinary people like you and me, individuals who have braved adversity and chosen rise above it. They are people who have internalized the teachings of Stoicism and have drawn strength and peace from them. They understood that life is not about evading difficulties, but about enduring and triumphing over them. Stoicism is not a philosophy confined to the dusty shelves of libraries and academic lecture halls. It is a practical guide, a path to traverse through life. It instructs us to accept the realities we cannot alter, to change the aspects we can, and importantly, to possess the wisdom to distinguish the difference. It asks us to realize that our power lies not in manipulating the world around us, but in controlling our mind, our thoughts, our reactions. These anecdotes do not merely serve as instances of Stoicism in action. They are open invitations for us to incorporate this age-old wisdom into our daily lives. They demonstrate that irrespective of the obstacles we encounter, we possess the power to determine our response. They remind us that we are the architects of our destiny, not passive victims of circumstances. Stoicism doesn't guarantee a life devoid of challenges, but it equips us with the tools to confront them. It doesn't promise an existence marked by perpetual happiness, but it offers us the pathway to inner peace and contentment. Stoicism doesn't us from life's storms, but it teaches us to stand strong amidst them. So the next time you find yourself grappling with a challenging situation, remember these narratives. Remember that you possess the power to determine your response. Remember that you are never alone. Remember that you are than you believe. These stories show how Stoicism can bring about profound changes in our lives. Ready to embrace the Stoic life? Here's how to get started. This journey begins with understanding cultivation of virtues, which was central to the Stoics. The ancient philosophers of Stoicism believed in 4 key virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Each of these virtues is not just a conceptual idea, but rather an actionable quality that you can develop and incorporate into your life. Wisdom, the first virtue, is about gaining a profound understanding of the world around us and using this understanding to make good, informed decisions. It's about learning, growing, and constantly evolving our perspective to navigate life's complexities. Consider each decision you make as an opportunity to exhibit wisdom. Courage, the second virtue, is not solely about physical bravery. It expands beyond that to include the moral courage needed to make ethical choices, to stand up for what is right, even when it's not the easiest path to take. This courage is about facing life's challenges head-on and having the strength to follow your moral compass. The third virtue, justice, centers around treating others with fairness and respect. It's about understanding the value of each individual and honoring their rights. In your daily interactions, make a conscious effort to showcase fairness, to listen, understand, and treat everyone you meet with the dignity they deserve. Temperance, the fourth and final virtue, is about self-control and moderation. It's about mastering your desires and impulses, not letting them control you. This virtue asks us to find balance in all things, to act not in extremes, but with careful restraint and thoughtfulness. In adopting the Stoic life, it is recommended to start focusing on one virtue per week. Incorporate this virtue into your daily actions and reflect on your progress. Mindfulness is another crucial aspect to delve into. Stoicism and mindfulness are closely linked. Both promote being in the present, observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Mindfulness reminds us that we control external events, but we can control our responses. To integrate this into your daily routine, set aside a few minutes each morning to sit quietly, focusing on your breath, observing your thoughts as they come and go without getting caught in them. This practice can help you maintain a calm and centered mind. Stoicism also emphasizes the management of emotions. The Stoics comprehended that emotions often surface in response to our thoughts and beliefs. By challenging and questioning these thoughts, we can gain better control over our emotional reactions. When emotions surge, identify the thought that triggered it, scrutinize its rationality and helpfulness, and if found wanting, let it go. This practice of self-inquiry aids you in managing your emotions, fostering greater peace and equanimity. Embrace the principle of acceptance. The Stoics propagated accepting what can't be changed and directing energy towards what can be. This implies recognizing the limitations of our control and choosing to act within those confines. When confronted with a challenge, ask, can I change this? If not, can I change my attitude or perspective towards it? Practicing acceptance equips you to deal with life's fluctuating fortunes gracefully. Remember, Stoicism is a journey, not a destination. Each day brings new opportunities to practice these principles and refine your Stoic mindset. It's okay to experience setbacks or stumble. The important thing is to persevere, to continue learning, and to constantly strive to live according to your values. While the path of Stoicism might not always be smooth, it can lead to a life of immense fulfillment and inner peace. So, take that first step. Embrace the Stoic life and see where the journey takes you. Stoicism is more than just a philosophy. It's a blueprint for a fulfilling life. As we linger on the precipice of the conclusion of our enlightening exploration, let's dedicate a significant amount of time to carefully recapitulate and reflect on the key subjects we've meticulously examined. We've embarked on an immersive expedition into the profound depths of Stoicism, delving into the historical origins, tracing its evolution over the centuries, and highlighting its profound relevance and significance in our ultra-modern, technologically driven world of flux and instability. Stoicism, as we've discovered, is not solely about suppressing our emotions, as popular misconceptions would have us believe. Instead, it's about comprehending our feelings, recognizing their ephemeral nature, and learning to manage them effectively and efficiently. It's about cultivating psychological resilience, which serves as a sturdy anchor in life's tumultuous seas of trials and tribulations. We've also dissected and analyzed practical Stoic principles that are not just philosophical musings, but concrete guidelines that can be seamlessly woven into the intricate fabric of our daily lives. We've comprehended the impermanence of things, a Stoic principle that teaches us to accept change as the only constant, and to practice detachment from the material possessions that we often mistake for sources of enduring happiness. Moreover, we have grappled with the dichotomy, understanding what lies within our power to change and what doesn't. This ancient teaching, when applied to the context of our modern world, can lead to a profound shift in perspective, turning adversity on its head and transforming challenges into stepping stones for personal growth and development. Our exploration of Stoicism wouldn't be complete without the inspiring narratives of individuals who have applied these principles to their own lives. These stories have served as living proof of the transformative power of Stoicism. They've demonstrated the potential of Stoicism to foster inner peace in the midst of chaos, resilience in the face of adversity, and a life of virtue in a world often driven by vice. Beyond just discussing theory, we've taken a step further to share actionable strategies to integrate Stoic practices into daily routines. From the practice of mindful that fosters a sense of presence and awareness, to the introspective activity of journaling that facilitates emotional processing and self-reflection, these practices can help cultivate a Stoic mindset. They enable us to live in alignment with our true nature and the world around us, promoting a sense of inner peace and tranquility. As we prepare to embark on our personal Stoic journey, we must remember that Stoicism is not a destination to be reached, but rather a lifelong journey to be undertaken. It is a continuous endeavor to live in accordance with nature, to accept the things we cannot change, and to strive to change the things within our control. It's about deriving fulfillment not from external possessions or circumstances, which are fleeting and transient, but from within ourselves, from our ability to live virtuously and endure adversity with grace and fortitude. So, as we draw the curtains on this insightful chapter, I urge you to turn the page and commence a new chapter in your life. Embrace the wisdom of Stoicism, allow it to guide you amidst life's highs and lows, and observe as it gradually transforms your entire worldview, sparking profound personal growth and filling your life with a sense of deep-seated fulfillment. Embrace the wisdom of Stoicism and navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace. Congratulations, Stoic seekers. You've just completed a journey through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Now it's time to embark on your path of virtue, resilience, and fulfillment. If you found this exploration inspiring, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Share the Stoic love with friends and family. Remember, the journey of 1,000 steps starts with one. Embrace Stoicism, live with virtue, and may your path be filled with unwavering resilience. Until next time, stay Stoic, stay strong,